Hello and welcome. It's Carnage. We are taking a look today at the 2-pack Slaughters, Mad Marauders, not Slaughters, Mad Marauders, Spirit, and Lowlight with Niyol. Let's go ahead and get started with Lowlight here. We know about these figures. These are repaints. And really, essentially, no different than the first figures, but they have made some changes in the loadouts, and I made some changes of my own. This guy came originally with the, we'll call it the Zartan Master of Disguise Sniper, because that's where this gun first showed up. And I have to say, it's a good gun, but we've seen it a few times now. I'd like to see a moratorium on this one. And perhaps we'll be able to use it with someone else from Slaughter's Marauders, because it certainly has the correct color scheme. So, as you will recall, if you watched my Naugahyde review, I was less than thrilled with his loadout, so I made some changes, which freed up this sniper, which of course originally does belong to Lowlight. Fortunately, the color scheme works out really well. The gun itself, actually, the color scheme couldn't be any better, and you'll see that in some photos. This is the satchel that originally came with Tunnel Rat, and I believe it was meant to go on Spirit, but he's got so much happening. He's got 2 knives, he's got a bunch of stuff, he's got the overlay, and this is one of the few figures that doesn't have any kind of overlay, doesn't have a floating belt, it really doesn't have a floating anything till you get down here with the ballistics calculator and his knife. So I thought the satchel was a really good addition. It really does look much better on Lowlight. He actually kind of needs the accessories a little bit more so than Spirit, who, as I said, has quite a bit of accessorizing already happening. And of course, mentioning Blam! Let's go ahead and stand him up here without this backpack, because that's what's causing the issues. So we were mentioning, of course, Tunnel Rat, and this is the backpack from Tunnel Rat. It has the 2 lights which can be pulled out, and those have the cool color in there to give it some brightness, and they really do. It's really cool how they choose the colors to do that, and they really do it well. But as you can see, it's a bit of a heavy backpack. It's a solid piece of plastic, and it's a little heavy, and it'll cause a bit of trouble as far as standing these guys up. So that's what I decided to do with Lowlight, and you'll get to see some photos if you stick around till the end of the video. Let's go ahead and we'll talk about Spirit. And of course, we have a repaint of Freedom, who's now Niyol. He's now a hawk, I believe. All right, so we've got more accessories from Tunnel Rat. You see the night vision goggles there, which they really do fit quite well on Spirit. It's a good fit. It looks really good. Again, we've got those light blue lights that really do pop there, give it some great color, and give it that effect of the lights being on. And Spirit has a repaint of his original sniper rifle that we saw with the original version. We got quite a bit of his original loadout here, but certainly are some changes. He has that signature pistol as well, which if you haven't taken a close look at that, you should, because it's a really nice piece. He has the 2 knives, kind of the more of the tribal looking knife there with, it looks like a bone head, maybe a bird head I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's a really interesting looking piece, and it's got more paint detailing than it previously had on it. And I gotta say, I really like the whole look of Spirit's outfit with the repaint. Really does pop. I was not too thrilled about a 2-pack repaint initially, but man, these two just look great. And that backpack you've seen before, that is Outback's backpack, as well as the little shovel and the submachine gun there. So Spirit has 1, 2, 3 firearms. He is really loaded. He's got 2 knives, and there were a couple of other pieces left over here in addition to the Zartan sniper. We have Outback's flashlight, and really nowhere to port that. So maybe that'll find a home eventually. Maybe it'll find its way into a photo eventually. But just a short review of these two. As I said, it's a repaint, so really not a whole lot new here. Finally, some buddies for Mad Marauders Barbecue, who has been on his own for a long time. He's been waiting for his teammates, and if Hasbro delivers on time, which they have been quite a bit, delivering early lately, we should have Mad Marauders Sergeant Slaughter in hand here very soon. So that Mad Marauders sub-team is finally coming together. All right, I'm curious about your thoughts about the Mad Marauders sub-team, about Spirit, Lowlight, and Niyol. What do you think? You gonna pick these two up? Of course, we just received our repaints of Tripwire and Roadblock as well. So I'm curious. It looks like we're not getting waves of 5 anymore. It looks like we're getting waves of 4 now, and then whatever they decide to throw at us. Is that what's going on now? I don't know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.